Alright guys, we got that truckload of wood out of the way. Now that this is out of the way, I'm going to try to get the tractor up in here, grab some of these logs. There's again a bunch of basswood in the way, and then the one log that is probably good for the mill, it's a big boy. I'm hoping it's not rotten, so I'm probably going to go hit that with the chainsaw real quick to make sure we're not completely wasting our time. So let's go cut that up a little bit before I go get the tractor. Looks good. All right guys, so this giant poplar was rotten in the top and dead. I'll show it to you. So this tree had a Y here and a couple of broken off chunks. So what that, and you can see up here it has a big hole in it. So what that does is travel down the tree. You got lots of mushrooms here and rot. I cut one of these up a couple years ago and it's just too soft. It's not good structural wood. It looks pretty. It looks like spalted maple, but it's obviously poplar. But it looks pretty, it's just not structurally strong, so you can't really do anything with it. And it turns my saw blades, my sawmill blades, it like dulls them like instantly, because they're, you know, because it's like cutting through dirt pretty much, sponge, like soft pulpy crap wood. So I cut a couple feet off of it below this Y. It was spongy here and spongy here, so I went below this next branch and it looks good. Looks like nice hard poplar, nice clean white wood. A little bit of, that's just like heartwood right there, that's not rotten. So this is a good chunk. Should be able to get a lot of wood out of this. The only problem is going to be getting it over there. So anyway, we're gonna go take some wood up to camp. You guys don't need to watch us do firewood, right?
No.
So we'll go do that and we'll be back in a half an hour. For any of you guys, just as a note, for any of you guys who are new here, we've used these poplars for 4 years now for our original cabin, our big cabin, our 500 square foot cabin. And they hold up great. Plus all these poplar trees are at the end of their lifespan. They're all dying. They're all 70 to 100 years old. And up here, that's as long as they live. I don't know what type of poplar, but all of them are dying. So we're gonna make good use of them. And then the ones that are already rotten are gonna be squirrel and woodpecker habitat. All right guys, 2 truckloads of wood loaded. Let's get this log over to the mill. What were you trying to call me out for?
Your ripped pants that I've asked you to throw away for 2 months.
I think they're broken.
I get to throw them away. Finally, I should have thrown them away last time I did the laundry. It's raining, which is a good thing.
Run!
It's a good thing it's raining, but that means that we are done for the day. It's close to dinner time anyways, so it'd probably be done anyway soon, so let it rain, water everything, because it's much needed with this crazy heat. And we'll get back at this tomorrow. Right?
Yep.
And I promise Jason will not have ripped shorts on tomorrow, because I'm going to burn them tonight.
What?
I'm going to burn your shorts tonight.
We're going to title this video something about showing too much skin and how she's all for it, and sheesh, something like that. That's clever. It's going to be very clickbaity.
No.
So we can get 100,000 subscribers real quick instead of doing it the hard way, you know. Instead of doing it the hard way. All right, perfect. Here it comes.
So that's it for the day.
We'll see you.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, brief intermission.
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow. Rain. Let's hope we get lots of good rain,
Yes.
guys. We need it.
The trees need it. The garden needs it.
My flowers need it.
So.
We all need it.
That's a good woman right there. Pretty lucky. See you guys in the morning. We'll wrap up. We'll get that lumber done and we'll get that deck started. Glory, glory, hallelujah. You're gonna have to wait, puppies. You were just outside an hour ago. Morning, everybody. It's a fresh new day. We got rained out last night. It was toward the end of the day anyway. We were almost done milling. Well, not almost done, but we were almost done for the day. We got a little bit done. We got the log over to the mill, and we have our first 8 live edge siding boards milled and some trim out of maple. That's what we did with our cabin. The live edge is poplar, but the trim is maple for the cabin over here. So I'm gonna unload this stuff. I'm gonna go down to the mill and get the decking boards milled. I would like to get the deck done today, and bonus would be getting the gable end done and maybe a little bit more roofing so we can get this building dried in, because it rained for like 12 hours. It rained from 6 o'clock last night. It's not that wet in here. I thought it would be more wet in here. It rained from 6 o'clock last night till like 6 o'clock this morning, so our tank should be pretty full. I would think they'd be full, but we got 3 tanks now. Oh yeah. This tank is full until like the top 6 inches. So that means all 3 of these are full to the top 3 inches, I hope, or 6 inches. Double check that. See if it transferred slowly or fast enough to fill them all up. I mean, or it's not still transferring, so they gotta all be. Oh yeah. Check that out. I don't know if you can see that. So about 8 inches actually. There's the water level. So we were overdue for a nice long hard rain and we got it, so I'm pretty excited. So let's unload this little bit of wood out of the back of my truck. I'm gonna have a lot of wood in the truck once we mill that big poplar log that we got over to the mill last night or yesterday. And yeah, let's get some of that milled, and we're gonna install everything green because that's what we've done here. And it causes some little minor imperfections, but in general, we like using green wood. I'm not storing anything for a year and then putting it up and having it crack anyway. So I'm gonna try to mill these deck boards nice and big and thick. So let's hope that log is nice and you know, nice and solid all the way through. We got a lot of exciting stuff going on here, guys. We got a lot of solar upgrades coming soon. We got some more solar panels, some epic solar upgrades coming. So let's unload this stuff. This is nice wood. This was a nice couple logs that we got some nice wood out of. Got seven nice maple trim boards, and we got eight really nice poplar live edge siding. Alright guys, let's get down to the mill. Get that log on the mill. And get, I gotta get some water for the mill too. So I'll catch you down at the sawmill.
side.
All right, guys, we got the sawmill ready. We got the log on there as best I can. This big poplar log has a little bit of an S curve to it, just enough to complicate things a little bit. So just enough to complicate stuff. So I'm going to shave down a little bit of an edge and then flip it. I try to make the most of every log, as you know, everyone should. But this log is pretty close to the max size. It's about 20 inches. I think ours will take a 26, but that would be like perfectly round, perfectly straight tree or log. So when you have, imperfections and twists and this and that different shape, it eats up more space. So anyway, I'm going to shave off a couple layers of this to get it a little bit smaller, and we're going to try to make some live edge siding out of it. Then I'll make the deck lumber. We'll make deck lumber once we get down to all the bark off and all the live edge stuff off. And hopefully we get a good amount of lumber out of this. This is a big log. Like I said, that S curve in it's going to screw me a little bit, but hopefully it still works out. So let's get rolling. All right, everybody, I got the log into about a 12-inch by 12-inch cant. It's not super square, but it's good enough for what we're doing with our deck lumber. So what I did is I cut it right in half. So now we have two giant beams of 6-inch thick by 12-inch wide. We're gonna flip the whole thing 90 degrees, one flip, and then every time I slice it will be 2 deck boards. And then these are extremely long. These are 14 feet long, so one board will probably get us 3 chunks of lumber, hopefully, close to.
Let's go.
Put it in, cinch her down. Here, wait. Gotta straighten it out. There you
It's nice and clean-ish.
There you go. Let's go smack it on. Troublemaker. Trouble number 2. Trouble number 2. All right, guys. Let's get this deck done.
Somewhere.
Lantern. Dagger. There you go, guys. This is our rough sawn poplar lumber deck. Some of the boards are a little thicker. They're like 1.5/8, and then some of them are like 1.3/8. So we're gonna take some of the really thick ones that are 1.5/8 and just take 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch off of them. Every job when you're using rough sawn lumber, especially my rough sawn lumber, is a little bit of a puzzle / custom job. So we did that same thing with the deck on the cabin. The mill was very unlevel when we did all that wood. Yes. So this is pretty good, but I think we're still off just a tiny bit on the mill. But we want to get this done. So we're gonna run a few through the planer and screw this down.
Sounds good.
After, let's get this one on straight.
Got it all milled. Now, or milled and planed, and now it's time to slap it on there.
4 5/8. We're just doing one single screw in the middle right now, and we'll let them shrink down. And if we still haven't replaced the screws on the deck, we just have one on each board, and each. You can screw if you want. Hand me the screws at least that are over there. Lumber's nice and green, so it shouldn't split on us, but
Poplar's easier to screw into it because it's a soft.
yeah, we had a problem with the maple. Or your way just oh, that's fine actually.
There, it's perfect.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to put one screw in and see what it does. Like I said, it's nice and green, so it shouldn't split. It just makes it. I was thinking I would drill holes and then you could screw them in, but.
Here. I am your dog. This works and it's quite nice, guys.
Guys, I have to push these over the chair.
Turkey dogs. Timber.
Stout leaning against your timber seating. Is it puppy playtime? Oh,
All right,
goodness!
go play somewhere else. Be nice, Timber.
That's one way to get it out, eh? Look at that. Smooth.
Smooth like butter.
Ooh la la. Look at that.
Looks pretty nice,
No
eh?
extra, no double measuring for you?
Well, could take like 1/8 of an inch off, but I'm not gonna.
Looks good.
Getting fancy around here.
Not having to measure and cut 3 times.
Yeah.
That's getting fancy.
Yep. Ta-da!
Get a broom and sweep it off. And
Look at that. Pretty cool. That's exactly what I wanted it to look like. Nice and thick. Nice and 1.5 inch boards, right? Nice and strong.
yeah.
Did we have a really smooth running day today?
I did.
The camera worked fine and you didn't have any drama other than listening to me whine all day?
He doesn't handle setbacks well.
We had 5 or 6 setbacks. Little stupid things with the sawmill. So, but I figured it out and we got it done, right? We persevered. Jenny didn't beat me up and tell me to go fly a kite.
Just gonna start carrying the tiny violin with me all the time.
A tiny violin.
Yep. And pull it out.
So-
So when he starts crying, I'm gonna ask him to play it.
So here you go, guys. We'll show it to you real good. We'll give you some close-ups, and thanks for hanging out with us during this video. And thank you, if you're new, for subscribing, because that's what you should do.
This is probably like part 9, I think.
Yeah.
Part 9 of this cabin build series.
And
So
if you guys could watch the first 7 or 8 if you're new here and found this video for the first time, catch up real quick. We've done this in just a couple weeks, right? It's only been a couple weeks since we started this.
It's really only been like 9 working days.
Yeah, and we've worked 9 like half working days. Like we don't work 12-hour days like some young people. Either way, we've worked a bunch of half days, and it's been like 10 to 12 half days. So in theory, you could probably get a pretty close to getting done dried in building in like a week if you had a couple of people and you wanted to hit it pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks guys for watching the video. We appreciate you being here.
Jay's gonna give you some nice B-roll here.
And then we'll wrap up and then we'll be done. We'll see you in the next
See you in
video.
the next one.
Hit that thumbs up, guys. Appreciate ya. Best wishes.
Bye.